Hey everybody, I'm really excited to update you on something that's going to be happening this Sunday and following Sundays for the first time in a long time. This coming Sunday, we're going to relaunch in-person worship gatherings for the first time since March. We've been separated by quarantine and we've been participating in worship via video and Zoom for months now, and we're really excited to sort of sunset that season and to ease our way into a different season of participating in worship together, again, for the first time in a while. There's a couple things that I want you to know about this experience before I actually take you on a little tour. The first thing is our staff, elders, and myself deliberated over several different options for this before we landed on this particular one. And I want you to know that the primary thing that we had in mind was your safety. We want to make sure that this is as safe as experience as possible, so that you don't have to risk anything by being a part of this. The second thing that I want you to know is that this is going to be imperfect. There's going to be some messy moments along the way as we do this together for the first time, and that's okay. If you've been a part of our church for any length of time, you know that there's nothing that we've ever done that's been perfect, and so we're all going to be working our way through this together, and I think it's going to be really great. When you arrive here on Sunday, whether it's for the 9 o'clock or the 5 o'clock, we're going to ask you to either use street parking, the bike rack, or the fabric shop on the north end of our building. There's several options for you to park, and we're going to be using our parking lot for the service, and so we're going to ask you to park in those locations. When you get here, you're going to come down this sidewalk, and you can either enter through the drive-in ramp right here, or you can enter through this way. In either location, there's going to be an usher that's going to greet you, and you can just let them know how many people are in your party or in your household, okay? So your household is the people that you live with, but you're welcome leading up to the service to sort of combine your household with another household if you'd like, if you're comfortable with that. And sort of choose to expand your household a little bit that way. Just let the usher know how many people, and they'll seat you in a row with that number of seats available. These seats, these rows are going to be more than 6 feet apart in a lot of cases, giving you plenty of space between other households so that there's no issue of you being too close to anybody. We're asking that when you arrive here, if you would please just be wearing a mask. Right when you get out of your car or off your bike or whatever, throw a mask on, and please wear it until you're seated. Once you're seated, you can go ahead and take it off. You'll be a safe distance from other people. There's really no reason why you can't have the mask down or off while we're participating in prayers and the teaching and whatnot. But when you're getting up to go to the bathroom, which is the only thing that Acoma will be open for, or if you're getting up to go back to your car, please go ahead and throw your mask back on. So anytime you're not in your seat, we'd love for you to have your mask on. We want you to know that we understand that not everybody's going to be able to participate in this way. And so if there is anybody that's watching this that feels like they're not quite ready to engage our church in this way, we're going to be live streaming the service so that you get a chance to experience the service that way. So you can go to tsgeng.org/live to view the service in a live way, but not in person, allowing you to keep as much distance as possible. We are going to participate in our normal liturgy, which means there's going to be prayers, and there's going to be singing, and there's going to be teaching and music and a variety of different things. And one of the things that's become really important for our liturgy is participating in communion. And so we're asking you to bring your own communion elements so that we're not distributing those. So if you want to grab, a little bit of wine or a little bit of juice or like some crackers or cookies or whatever and bring those with you, that will help us a lot in reducing the amount of contact we have with other people. You're welcome to if you forget, we are going to have some of the prepackaged options for you. So if you forget those or can't bring those for whatever reason, we will have some communion options so that everybody can participate. We also want you to know that since we use screens a lot in our normal indoor worship gatherings to do lyrics for songs and prayers and that kind of thing, we're actually going to make all of that available on your phone. So the liturgy is going to be available there. We'll give you a link right when you show up, and you'll be able to pull that up on your phone and follow along. We'll also have some printed versions of that so that if you forget your phone, don't have a phone, don't have enough phones for your family to all participate, we'll make sure that you have some printed versions if you need it. But we're going to ask again to reduce distribution and contact if you could just use your phone for that. We're hoping that works out pretty well. You'll notice in the back of the area here, it's pretty open. Same with the kids space, obviously. The whole purpose of that is so that we can seat families in the back, so that if you have young kids like I do, my family will probably be sitting somewhere back here, and they're going to want to run around and maybe even bring bikes and that kind of thing to try to, work out whatever wiggles they have while we're not having kids classes. We hope to provide kids classes at some point, but right now we're not going to be able to do that. One last thing you'll notice on this is that we've created as much shade as we possibly can. Our south-facing parking lot, although beautiful and brand new, gets a tremendous amount of sun with no natural shade whatsoever. And so we're creating as much shade as possible. And we're also going to keep our service to less than an hour. We want to accommodate short attention spans. We want to accommodate the heat, all of that as best we can, so that this is a family experience that you can come and participate in without feeling like you're overwhelmed by or this like really cumbersome experience that feels unsafe. We want to keep it as safe as possible for you, but also make sure it doesn't overwhelm you. We really want to get a better idea for who's going to be here beforehand. In the past, we've just open doors, people come whenever and however they can, but we'd love for you to RSVP so that we have an idea if you're going to be at the 9 o'clock service or at the 5 o'clock service so that we can accommodate you as best we can. So if you'd go to tsgeng.org/RSVP and RSVP for one of those two services, that would help us a lot. We're going to have available walk-in seating. So if like you forget to RSVP or you add to your party last minute or whatever, you're going to have the ability to bring those people, and that's not going to be that big of a deal. But we just would love to get a ballpark idea of who's going to be here in advance so that we can be, again, as accommodating as possible. We're really excited for this. I think it's going to be a great experience. We've done everything we can to prepare ourselves for this. So we'd love for you to come and participate this Sunday. If you have any questions at all, comments, concerns, any of that, you can email me at nathan@thesacredgrace.com, or you can DM us on any of our social accounts, and we'd love to interact with you that way. We're looking forward to Sunday. We hope to see you there.